The Legacy Sports Network presents Greater Houston Area High School Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Brant and Jen Stogner, attorney-at-law. Top Dog Fireworks, say it with a boom. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest. DeRoche Partners, we create partnerships of trust from which everyone prospers. United Community Credit Union, be united. And by Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Now it's time to go to the ballpark.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon baseball game here. The St. Thomas Eagles at the St. John's 23rd Lions Ball Club here today in Katy, Texas. This is a humongous baseball game here this afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. St. Thomas Eagles coming into tonight's game 14-16 on the season, where the St. John's 23rd team is 17-11-1. The playoff implications are in progress here tonight. The winner of this game is in the playoffs. The loser is out. Pretty big game here tonight for both clubs. These teams right now, St. Thomas Eagles have, at the moment, winning the series 2-1. Last night, the St. John's 23rd team won big 13-1, which was a humongous game. Scored 9 runs in the first inning, and pretty much the game was over right there in the bottom of the first inning, where the St. Thomas Eagles had a rough evening on the pitching staff last night. St. Thomas won this game last Thursday night 3-1 over the St. John's 23rd team, 3-1. And the last time these two teams played was back on April 7th, where St. Thomas beat St. John's 5-2. We're about ready to begin here tonight. We're going to have opening pitch, starting lineups, and everything coming up here in just a moment. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back here to Lions Field here in Katy, Texas for this ball game today with the St. Thomas Eagles taking on the St. John 23rd Lion Ball Club. Let's give you the starting lineup today for the St. Thomas Eagles. Batting first, playing second base, Braxton Mandela. Batting second, the shortstop, Chris Fuentes. Batting third, the third baseman, Trip Marion. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Travis Rutch. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jay Marcantel. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Henry Beck. Batting seventh, the catcher, William Bryant. Batting eighth, the DH, Kevin Kirk. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Hudson Sage. So from 1 to 3, Braxton Mandela, Chris Fuentes, Trip Marion. In the middle of the order will be Travis Rutch, Jay Marcantel, Henry Beck. And the bottom of the order, William Bryant, Kevin Kirk, Hudson Sage. The defensive alignment today for the Lions. In left field, we have James Royal. In center field, Dash Zolak. In right field, Anthony Varell. In the infield here at third base, we have Luke Myers, the winning pitcher in last night's game. At shortstop, Brody Ware. At second base is Matthew Martinez. At first base, Mitchell Thompson. Catching today is Carson Phillips. And on the mound today for the Lions is Grant Larson. Grant Larson coming in today's game. He is pitching. This will be game number 6 that he starts. He's pitched 20 in the third innings. On the season, he is 2-0 with a 1.033 ERA. He pitched the last time on Thursday night against this ball club. In the loss that night to the St. Thomas Eagles. In that game, he pitched 4 2/3 innings, 2 hits, gave up 3 runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. So Braxton Mandela, the switch hitter, coming to the plate, batting left-handed. And we're ready to begin here. Thanks for joining us here today on afternoon baseball here in Katy, Texas at Lions Field. First pitch by Larson, a right-handed pitcher, is low for ball 1. So we're underway. Beautiful sunshine afternoon here in Katy, Texas. Here comes the 1-0 pitch down low, 2-0. So Mandela ahead of the count here at the moment. Mandela batting .297 on the season. Game number 29 for him here today. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 2-1. Home plate umpire there, taking just a few extra moments to make that call. So 2 balls, 1 strike. To Braxton Mandela. Next pitch inside, 3-1. Mandela trying to get himself on base here to start off this game. So Grant Larson. And the windup, here's the pitch. Down low in the dirt, and Mandela gets a walk to start this game off and get a runner on first base for Chris Fuentes coming to the plate. Chris Fuentes, the starting shortstop. This is game number 29 for him on the season, batting .250 on the season. He does have a little power. He's hit a home run on the season. Fuentes is a right-handed batter. Grant Larson is a right-handed pitcher. So Mandela's at first base. Got a little bit of a lead over there at first base. Mandela can run. Fuentes shows bunt. Mandela takes off running on the first pitch. He's getting down. He's going to get into second base, and stolen base there for Mandela. So Mandela's down into second base in scoring position right away for the Eagles. That's going to be Braxton Mandela's 12th stolen base on the season out of 16 attempts. So 1 ball, no strikes to Chris Fuentes at the plate. Chris looking in to Larson, getting the sign from Phillips. He's set. Looking back to Mandela at second base, and now Fuentes calls time. This is a huge game here today for both ball clubs. The winner of this game is in the playoffs. So Larson looking into Phillips for the sign. He's got it. He's set. He looks back to Mandela at second base. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt. And they're not going to call that. He looked like he was trying to bunt, but they didn't call a strike. So 2-0. The umpire today behind home plate, Greg Toops. 4 years being an umpire, and they're already coming out to have a conversation with Grant Larson, the head coach of the Lions, walking out to have a conversation with him. So Larson struggling here so far in the game. He's already thrown 6 pitches. All of them have, well, I take that back. He's thrown 7 pitches. 6 of them have been for a ball. So they're done having a conversation, just trying to give him a little breather. Say, hey, everything's good to go. Fuentes coming back to the plate. Mandela just got done having a conversation with Mazziotti and Fuentes along the third base line. So the head coach of the Lions goes back into the dugout. Larson looking in. 2 balls, no strikes. Larson looking in. Here's the pitch. Fuentes puts it down. Nice bunt First baseman's going to pick it up, and he's no play at first base, and Mandela goes to third base as well. Nice play. Thompson, the first baseman, picked up the ball, and now you got runners at the corners with the freshman Trip Marion coming to the plate. Trip Marion is a freshman on this ball club, one of the better hitters on the season for this St. Thomas Eagle Baseball Club. Trip Marion batting .373, game number 25 for him on the season. He's got 13 RBIs, got an opportunity to bring in Mandela from third base 90 feet away to put the first run on the board here for the Eagles. Third baseman Myers coming running in. They pitch down. Fuentes takes off. He steals down to second base, and now you got runners in scoring position. So the pitch was a strike to Marion, but Fuentes steals and goes to second base. So you now got runners at second and third. No outs. Trip Marion at the plate, the freshman. Batting left-handed. 0-1 pitch coming to him. No outs here in the top of the first inning. Here comes the pitch. High, 1-1. This is the guy you want up at the bat for the Eagles is Trip Marion, one of the better hitters on this ball club. Trip Marion on the season with a .449 on-base percentage. One pitch coming by Larson. Here it is. Base hit right up the middle. That's going to bring Mandela. Fuentes turning third. He's going to keep on going. The center fielder, Solak, struggles with the ball, and he's going to score, and 2 runs come in. And the Eagles take the lead here at the top of the first inning, 2-0 on a base hit by Trip Marion right up the middle. This is a great start here for the Eagles here this afternoon. So no outs, and now you bring up Travis Rutch, the left fielder, coming to the plate, the junior on this ball club. Trip Marion now at first base. Travis Rutch batting .356 on the season, game number 25 for him here this afternoon. He's batting right-handed. Larson, a right-handed pitcher. Throws over to first base to check on Trip Marion at first. Trip doesn't steal very much, but Trip has got some speed over there at first base. He's only a freshman. He stole 4 bases in 4 attempts on the season. So the Eagles jump on board here quickly, 2-0. 2 stolen bases, a walk, a bunt for a hit, and Trip Marion with a base hit up the middle to bring in 2 runs. Next pitch, down low. Trip Marion, he's stealing second base. He's going to get in easily because it was not a very good throw there by Phillips. And Marion's down to second base. Boy, the Eagles are running here this afternoon. Do not see the Eagles running this quickly in most of these games. And already 3 stolen bases here in the top of the first inning. You got another runner in scoring position with Trip Marion now at second base. And Travis Rutch at the plate ahead on the count, 1-0. Still no outs here in the first inning. Here's a pitch by Larson. Rutch is going to show a bunt, but the pitch is outside, and it's 2-0. Larson is struggling here at the moment in this ball game. Larson on the season. He has walked 11 batters, 16 strikeouts. So here comes a 2-0 pitch to Travis Rutch, the right-handed batter for the Eagles. Showing bunt and fouls it off. First baseman Thompson was running down low, trying to come in to see if he was going to bunt. So 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Jay Marcantel, the center fielder for the Eagles. Nice crowd here this afternoon here at the ballpark. It is a sunny, bright day here today. We're sitting at the beautiful 90 degrees here in the sunshine. Wind is blowing out to left field at 12 miles per hour. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He hits it to opposite field. It's going to be a base hit. Rutch is going to round first. Trip is rounding third. He's going to score. Rutch is going to stay at first base, and we bring in another run in, and it's 3-0 for the Eagles to start off the first inning. Nice hit there by Travis. Hit it to the opposite field. And that's going to be the end of the day for Grant Larson already. He's out of the game. They're going to change pitchers. And that's it for Larson. So Larson's coming out. And we're going to have a new pitcher here for the Lions. No outs. The Eagles have already put 3 runs on the board. We're going to have a relief pitcher coming in here in the top of the first inning. When we come back, we will tell you who our relief pitcher is. Stay with us. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Okay, back here at Lions Field, new pitcher in the game is Cooper Babineau, the right-handed pitcher. Throws a first pitch for a strike to Jay Marcantel at the plate, the right-handed batter. Grant Larson doesn't even make it out of the first inning without it recording an out. Throw over to first base. So Cooper Babineau here in the game pitched. This is game number 15 for him on the season. He's pitched 27 1/3 innings, 4.61 ERA with 25 strikeouts, 23 walks on the season. So Cooper Babineau coming in relief of Grant Larson here to start off the first inning. The Eagles have already put 3 runs on the board here to start off. Throwing back over to first base, Travis Rutch is over there at first base. So Braxton Mandela got on with a walk. Chris Fuentes bunted. Mandela stole second base, got to third on the bunt by Fuentes. Trip Marion came up, base hit up the middle, scored 2 runs. Here's a pitch, bunt down. Babineau's going to pick it up. He's going to flip it to first, and they get the first out of the inning, but that moves Rutch down to second base. So the first out is recorded here tonight for the Lions. So now to the plate is Henry Beck. So Travis Rutch hit a opposite field hit to right field. That brought in Trip Marion, and that's how we're 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. Runner is at second base, Travis Rutch. At the plate is the first baseman, Henry Beck. Henry Beck batting right-handed. First pitch in there for a strike. So Babineau's coming in, throwing strikes where Larson was struggling here in the game. Henry Beck, game number 24 for him on the season, batting .250 on the season. Playing first base for the Eagles. Travis Rutch at second base in scoring position. Henry Beck trying to see if he can bring him in from second base. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second base in Travis Rutch, who's got speed over there at second. If Henry Beck can get a base hit, Rutch can score from second. Babineau is set. Here's his 1-1 pitch. Hits it to deep center field. Zolak's underneath it. Rutch is going to tag up. He's going to come into third. Here comes the throw, and he's going to beat it. Nice hit there hit the ball far enough there to center field, and that put Rutch at third base. Nice catch there by Zolak in the outfield here with the wind blowing to left field. Now the wind is blowing in from right field. The wind is changing here at the moment. But again, a very warm day here today in Katy, Texas. 90 degrees here in April. Enjoy it because on Sunday it's going to be low 50 degrees when we wake up. All right, here at the bat now is the catcher, William Bryant, trying to see if he can bring another run in with 2 outs. First pitch is down low, 1-0. William Bryant, game number 28 for him on the season, batting .270. He does have a home run on the season. Hit a home run in March at the Father Wilson Field. Next pitch is high. He's ahead of the count, 2-0, with Kevin Kirk standing on deck. So Travis Rutsch standing at third base. Eagles lean 3-0, 2 outs, 2-0 pitch coming by Babineau in there for a strike. 2-1. So a rough first inning for the Lions, but great news here for the Eagles here to start off the game here in the top of the first inning, especially after last night's game where they were down 9-0 after the first inning. Here's the next pitch. Hit it to center field, left center field. Zolak's calling for it. Zolak in center field's got it. And that's the end of the inning. But not before the Eagles put 3 runs on the board here in the top of the first inning. They leave 1 runner on base, but the Eagles with the lead 3-0. The Lions coming up to bat. Stay with us. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Welcome back to Lions Field, where the Eagles have taken the lead here 3-0 to start the first inning here in a humongous game here for both these ball clubs. Either team wins today, they are going to the playoffs later this week. Let's set the starting lineup tonight for this afternoon for the Lions. Batting first, the second baseman, Matthew Martinez. Batting second, the shortstop, Brody Ware. Batting third, was pitcher Grant Larson. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Anthony Varell. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Luke Myers. Batting sixth, the left fielder, James Royale. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Dash Zodlak. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Mitchell Thompson. And batting ninth, the catcher, Carson Phillips. So the top of the order will be Matthew Martinez, Brody Ware, and Luke Larson. In the middle of the order will be Anthony Varell, Luke Myers, James Royale. And the bottom of the lineup will be Dash Zolak, Mitchell Thompson, and Carson Phillips. The defensive alignment this afternoon for the Eagles. In left field, we have Travis Rutsch. In center field, Jay Marcantel. In right field, we have Hudson Sage. On the infield, at third base, Trip Marion. At shortstop, Chris Fuentes. At second base, Braxton Mandela. At first base, Henry Beck. And catching today is William Bryant. Pitching today, though, for the Eagles will be Patrick Daly. Patrick Daly is getting the start here today. This will be game number 6 that he starts on the season, game number 11. 19 and a third innings he has pitched with a 4.345 ERA, 13 strikeouts and 12 walks on the season with a 1-2 record. So he's a right-handed pitcher. So this game is a big game here tonight because last night, yesterday afternoon, I keep thinking of nighttime, afternoon, the Lions won 13-1. Luke Myers pitched a phenomenal game yesterday. He threw a no-hitter, 5 innings pitched, no hits. Did give up no earned runs. 1 run did score. And that's why we're here today in this game this afternoon, which is a pivotal game for both ball clubs. And the first pitch by Patrick Daly is a strike here to Matthew Martinez. So Matthew Martinez batting right-handed. Next pitch by Daly's in there for a strike. Martinez batting .351 on the season, game number 26. He's batting first. Usually Brody Ware is the leadoff hitter. He's batting second in this ball game here today. So Patrick Daly ahead of the count, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they call it foul. So we'll do it again. Matthew Martinez with 18 RBIs on the season. He's got a good eye at the plate, 15 walks as well, with an on-base percentage of .486 on the season. Matthew Martinez playing second base here today for the Lions. So Patrick Daly looking to William Bryant for the pitch. 0-2 pitch coming. Here's the windup in the pitch. High, 1-2. So Daly trying to see if he can bring the Eagles to the playoffs here this afternoon. The Eagles gave him a 3-0 lead to start off. Here's the next pitch, outside, 2-2. Great to see the Eagles get off with their offense here in the first inning. They have definitely been struggling here on the season. In this last 15-game stretch, they've only been batting .199. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, fouled off to the left side. We'll do it again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Matthew Martinez. Patrick Daly came in here a few weeks ago against the Concordia Lutheran Crusaders, struck out the last 2 batters to preserve a 1-0 victory in a game that Comstock started. Here's a 2-2 pitch, bouncing ball to Fuentes at short. Picks it up, throws to first. Nice stretch by Beck. Got him. Nice stretch there by Beck. Fuentes did not throw a lot of arm into that pitch. Beck with a good reach there at first base and gets the first out of the inning. That brings up Brody Ware to the plate. Brody Ware, he's got some serious speed at first at the plate, batting .366 on the season. Game number 30 for Brody Ware here today. Hits a ball to Trip Marion, line drive, and Trip's got it and out. And that's the second out of the inning. That's a big out here for the Eagles. So 2 outs. And that's going to bring up to the plate Grant Larson to the plate. Grant Larson was the starting pitcher in this ball game. Larson swings at the first pitch. 0-1. So Grant Larson down behind the count, 0-1. Swing and miss, 0-2. Patrick Daly trying to get a 1-2-3 inning to start off here this afternoon. If he can get the top of the order here, that'd be outstanding. The Eagles do well in the beginning innings pitching. Their struggle in these last 15 games has been innings 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here comes the 0-2 pitch by Daly to Larson. Swing and a miss, got him. And that's the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. The Eagles leading 3-0 going into the top of the second inning. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back here to Katy, Texas at Lions Field, where the Eagles are leading 3-0. Starting the top of the second inning will be Kevin Kirk to the plate. Kevin Kirk batting right-handed here in this afternoon's ball game. Cooper Babineau still on the mound for the Lions. Left-handed pitch, or right-handed pitch to the left-handed batters in there for strike one. Kevin Kirk, game number 12 for him on the season, batting 125. His dad's sitting right here behind us. He's got his son, Kevin Kirk, and his other son, Kyle Kirk, on the ball club here today. Next pitch outside, 1-1. Boy, the Eagles starting off 3-0, 3 runs in the top of the first inning and not giving up a run in the bottom of the first inning. Huge confidence booster here for the Eagles. Next pitch is a swing and a miss, 1-2 to Kirk. So Babineau's retired the last 3 batters he's faced. Can he retire Kirk here as well? Next pitch, fouls it off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Kirk, the first batter of the inning. Hudson Sage on deck for the Eagles. And then we go back to the top of the order. So Babineau, the right-handed pitcher. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Babineau. Pops it up on the left side. Myers running after it and goes out of play. Myers was the winning pitcher in last night's game, threw a no-hitter in 5 innings pitched. And a great game last night for the Lions, winning 13-1 to bring today's game to winner take all, go to the playoffs after today's game. Eagles with the lead 3-0, good confidence booster. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Babineau. Curveball outside, 2-2. Wind is now blowing in from right field at a brisk 15 miles per hour here on a 90-degree day in Katy, Texas, sitting out in the sun. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off, staying alive. So Kirk battling here at the moment. Goes down and have a quick conversation with the first base coach. Now picking up his bat that was in between home plate and first base, walking back to the batter's box. Taking a moment, got his left foot in, taking a breather, taking a big breath. Now he's set. Babineau is set as well, looking to Phillips for the pitch. Here comes the pitch by Babineau, the 2-2 pitch. Pops it up and out of play. So we go again. Kirk is battling here at the moment against Babineau. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's looking into the right-hander, Babineau. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Curveball hits a little flare over the shortstop. It's going to fall. Zolak comes in from center field and catches it. Nice catch there by Zolak. Zolak is fantastic in the outfield in all these games I've seen. He's got speed out there, able to run that ball down kind of in no man's land. And that's the first out of the inning here for the Eagles. So now coming to the plate, Hudson Sage. This is only game number 4 for Hudson Sage. He's batting .286 on the season. Here comes the first pitch, high, 1-0. Hudson Sage is the brother of Hunter Sage on this ball club. Getting the start here today, batting in the 9-hole, playing right field. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Babineau. Hits it straight up in the air. Zolak calling for it in center field. Got his glove in the air, trying to block the sun. Catches it, and that's 2 outs. Nice catch there by Zolak in the outfield. Zolak, a senior on this ball club here today. So we come back to the top of the order with Braxton Mandela to the plate. He walked his first time up, but he scored in this game on a base hit by Trip Marion. Mandela is the reason this game started. He got a walk, stole second base, and came around on Trip Marion's base hit. First pitch, high, 1-0. So Mandela walked, stole second. Chris Fuentes came up, bunted, got on first. Mandela went to third. Fuentes stole second. Marion came up, hit a base hit up the middle, scored 2 runs. And then Travis Rutsch came in and hit a base hit to right field and brought in the 3rd run of the game. And that's how we're 3-0 here in the top of the second inning. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Mandela with 2 outs. Mandela batting left-handed as a switch hitter. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. Mandela has been one of the better hitters on this ball club on the season, even in this tough stretch that the Eagles have been in. So here comes a 1-2 pitch by Babineau with 2 outs. Bouncing ball to the right side. Thompson, the first baseman, picks it up. He struggles with it, but he's able to pick it up. It's right there at the bag, and that's the end of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. The Eagles lead 3-0. Lions coming up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs in the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Welcome back here to Katy, Texas. A nice warm 90-degree afternoon here at 4:32 p.m. here local time with the Eagles leading 3-0. Bottom of the second inning. The Lions coming up with Anthony Varell. Game number 34 on the season, batting .347. 16 RBIs, 21 walks to 12 strikeouts. He's a left-handed batter. First pitch is down low, 1-0 from Patrick Daly. Patrick Daly retired the first 3 batters of the game. Anthony Varell is the cleanup hitter on this ball club. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hits it to the right side. Beck reaches out with his left arm, catches it at first base, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 out. That's going to bring up Luke Myers. Luke Myers, who was the amazing pitcher in last night's game, throwing a no-hitter against the Eagles in 5 innings pitched. He's coming to the plate, batting .280 on the season. Game number 30 for him here this afternoon, batting left-handed. Here comes the pitch by Daly, down low, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, no runners on. Daly's retired the first 4 batters of this game. Myers batting in the 5-hole here this afternoon. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, in there for a strike. 1-1. Luke Myers can get on base, .469 on base percentage. Here comes the 1-1 pitch by Daly. Bouncing ball at the home plate. Bryant picks it up, throws with the right hand to Beck. Beck has to reach for it on the right side, and he's out. Nice play there again by Beck. Beck is looking good here to start off this game over there at first base. Bryant, good throw there by Bryant. Got Myers there at first base. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, James Royale, to the plate. Right-handed batter, game number 30 for him here this on the season, batting .233 coming into today's game. Nice play there by Bryant at home plate. That's the play I've seen this team, any team struggling on the season. First pitch, swing and a miss. These balls are hit right in front of home plate on a bunt or a little squibbler like that. The pitcher or the catcher struggles with it. They throw the ball to first base, goes sometimes in the right field. Here's the next pitch by Daly, hit to right field. Sage is underneath it. He's got it, and that's the end of the inning. Nice quick inning there by Daly with a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired the first 6 batters of this game. They're leading 3-0 coming up to bat here in the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Top of the third inning, Chris Fuentes coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1 in this game so far. Scored a run as well, put a bunt down his first time up in the first inning, and was able to beat it out down to first base, and was able to score on the Trip Marion base hit up the middle. So Chris Fuentes, right-handed batter, coming to the plate. Babineau still pitching in the game for the Lions. Here's the first pitch to Fuentes. He check swing but fouls it off. 0-1. So the Eagles 14-16 on the season. Their last 15 games 3-12. At one time they were 11-4. In this 15-game stretch they're batting .199. The issue with this ball club has been strikeouts. The less strikeouts they can do, the better. Fuentes puts another bunt down the left side. Myers picks it up, but it's out. Foul on the left side. This team has been averaging 7 strikeouts in this 15-game stretch. 2 games they've struck out over 10 times. It's when they strike out less than 5 times they're winning these ball games. So the Eagles, so far in this game, have no strikeouts. Next pitch by Fuentes popped up. Thompson running after it. Phillips running after it and goes into the crowd. So 0-2. So that's the key to this game today. The Eagles have got to cut down on their strikeouts here this afternoon to have an opportunity to win this game. So 3-0, top of the third inning. Chris Fuentes at the plate. Down then the count 0-2. Here's the pitch by Babineau, the right-hander. Outside 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Babineau's already ready to go. Looking down his glove. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Babineau to Fuentes. Outside 2-2. The home plate umpire there took his time to call that. Greg Stoops. Out there in the infield is Seth Lowry. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High 3-2. Fuentes has worked this count now into his favor. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. On deck, the freshman third baseman Trip Marion. So Fuentes getting set. Got light blue cleats on. Wearing red uniform tops with white pants here today. Here comes the 3-2 pitch by Babineau. High, ball 4. Fuentes works a walk. Nice job there by Fuentes. That's Fuentes' 8th walk on the season. So here comes Trip Marion, who's got a base hit and brought in 2 runs in the top of the first inning. That now brings his RBI total on the season to 15. Batting left-handed with a green baseball bat and a shiny red batting helmet. The shiniest red helmet any of these St. Thomas Eagles wear. So Babineau, here comes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1. Oh, they called a balk. So there was a balk, so no pitch there. And we go down to second base with Fuentes. So the St. Thomas Eagle players in the dugout saying balk, 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 balk. kind of like the Finding Nemo movie. Here's a pitch to Tripp, down low, 1-0. So the Lions today wearing black uniform tops, white pants, black hats. Warm on this 90-degree day here in Katy, Texas. Here comes a 1-0 pitch to Tripp. High, 2-0. Fuentes at second base in scoring position. Tripp ahead of the count, 2-0. Batting left-handed. Babineau, the right-handed pitcher. Babineau, the senior on this ball club. Babineau looking into Phillips. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 3-0. On deck for the Eagles is Travis Rutsch. Babineau struggling here at the moment. He's coming in relief of Grant Larson, who couldn't even get it out in the first inning. Babineau's come in and done a good job so far. Here comes a 3-0 pitch to Tripp. On the outside corner for strike. 3-1. Babineau so far, 2 innings pitched. Has 1 walk, no strikeouts. Has not given up a hit. 3-1 pitch coming to Tripp Marion. Here it is. On the outside, Tripp thought that was ball 4. He threw the bat over to the dugout, and they say that was strike. So now 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Fuentes at second. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball up the middle. Throw to first base. In the dirt. Got him. That was Ware who picked up the ball at shortstop. Fuentes goes to third, though. So that's 1 out in the inning. Ware got the ball there, threw to first. Thompson with a good dig out of the dirt. And that's the first out of the inning. So here comes Travis Rutsch to the plate. He's 1 for 1 in the game with a base hit and an RBI hit, an opposite field single to right field his last time up. Batting right-handed against the right-handed Babineau pitching. Here comes the pitch. His bouncing ball to Martinez at second base. He's going to throw home to Phillips. Fuentes comes, and he drops the ball. He had him out, but Phillips dropped it, and Fuentes scores. And that's now 4-0. So Martinez, the second baseman, brought it home. Fuentes was coming in. The throw beat him, but the ball came out of Phillips' glove, the catcher, and Fuentes is safe. And now Rutsch is at first base, and the Eagles now lead 4-0 here in the top of the third inning with 1 out. Travis Rutsch now at first base. At the plate, Jay Marcantel, the center fielder. Here's the Rutsch taking off for second base, and he steals. So Rutsch down to second base. The Eagles are running today more than I have seen the Eagles run all season long, trying to get runners into scoring position quickly. Great move here by Coach Adam Asiati. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Marcantel. It's down low, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Marcantel. On deck is Henry Beck, the first baseman. Marcantel 0 for 1. He grounded out his last time up. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There goes Rutsch to third. Rutsch steals third and ball 3. Rutsch goes to third. Wow, I'm telling you what, Mazziotti got the players in motion here in this ball game here today. Need to put runs on the board any way they possibly can, and they're manufacturing runs by stealing bases. Here comes a 3-0 pitch to Marcantel. In there for strike 1. 3-1. So 1 out. You got Rutsch over at third base. On deck, Henry Beck. Trying to see if they can bring one more runner in 90 feet away to make this game 5-0. Here's the next pitch, down low, ball 4, and Marcantel goes to first base. So you now got runners on the corners with Henry Beck coming up to bat, the first baseman. Babineau struggling here in the top of the third inning, giving up 1 run here so far. 1 out, runners on the corners, Rutsch at third, Marcantel at second. Marcantel's got speed. So with Mazziotti putting these runners in in motion. I bet Marcantel takes off. There goes Marcantel. Phillips going to throw it on the second base. Throws it to the second baseman, Martinez. Doesn't throw to the base because they were thinking that Rutsch was going to take off and come in to home, but he did not even consider it. And now you got runners at second and third with one out. And the count is, they called that a strike there to Henry Beck. So 0-1. Here's the next pitch. High. 1-1. So runners in scoring position here. You got Rutsch at third, Marcantel at second. Marcantel can score on a base hit by Beck. Beck, the right-handed batter, at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Babineau. Hits it all the right field. It's slicing. The right fielder, Villarreal, has got it. Rutsch is going to score. Tag up. He's coming in. He's going to score. Marcantel goes to third. Sacrifice fly. And they put another run on the board. Nice job there by Beck, hitting it to Villarreal in right field and brings another run in. It's now 5-0. The Eagles with the lead here in the top of the third inning. Here's William Bryant, the catcher, to the plate, the right-handed batter. 0 for 1 in the game. He flew out his first time up. You got Marcantel at third base, trying to see if he can put another run on the board. Infield playing regular depth. First pitch is high, 1-0. Myers, the third baseman, is standing parallel to the bag at third base. Martinez, the second baseman, and Ware are close to the back of the infield. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Babineau. In there for strike. 1-1. Great to see Mazziotti putting runners in motion here in this game here today. They've got stolen bases all over the field so far. Here comes a 1-1 pitch to William Bryant. Fouls it off to the right side. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third base. Kevin Kirk, the DH, on deck. Bryant, the right-handed batter. He's set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High. Good catch there by Phillips. Able to catch that ball so it didn't go behind him to the backstop. 2-2. Ball gets away from Phillips. Marcantel can score from third base. Marcantel with speed. Marcantel, the two-sport athlete, plays football and baseball. Here comes a 2-2 pitch by Babineau to Bryant. Hits a squibber to Ware at short. Ware's got it. Picks it up, throws the first base to Thompson, throws him off the bag. He has to tag him. Got him. Nice play there by Thompson, the first baseman, to get him. But the Eagles put 2 more runs on the board here. And that's the end of the top of the third inning, with the Eagles now leading 5-0. Lions coming up to bat. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HotzeHWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or HotzeHWC.com.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Bottom of the third inning, Eagles leading 5-0 here to start off this ball game here in Katy, Texas. Lions coming up to bat. Dash Zodlak coming to plate. The senior on the ball club got the opportunity to meet his parents here this afternoon. Dash Zodlak, game number 17 on the season, plays center field. He has hit a home run on the season at the St. Thomas Field, which was one of his highlights of his baseball career here for the St. John Lion team. First pitch down the line, hits it down the left field line. It's fair. Goes all the way to the wall. Ruch picks it up. He's going to go all the way into second base. And Zodlak starts off the inning with a double down the line. Nice hit there by Zodlak down the line. He's first batter of the game that's got on base for the Lions here this afternoon. Zodlak hit that ball. He reached for it, went down the line, all the way to the wall, and goes into second base. So first opportunity of the game here for the Lions with a runner in scoring position. Mitchell Thompson, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Mitchell Thompson, batting left-handed. Game number 29, batting .245 on the season. Here's the first pitch by Daly, outside, 1-0. So the Lions finally able to do something here in the bottom of the third inning against Daly. Daly has pitched well here so far. 2 innings pitched with 1 strikeout. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Daly. Bouncing ball up the middle. It's going to get by Mandela. Here comes Zodlak around third. Zodlak's going to score. Here comes a throw by Marcantel. He's going to throw it in. Thompson's going to go to second. Bryant down to second. Got him! Great play there by Bryant. Marcantel threw the ball in from center field, and he gets him out as Thompson tried to go to second base. Nice heads-up play there by Bryant. But they do score a run. And nice play there by Bryant, getting Thompson trying to go to second base there on that play. So now that's the first out of the inning. No runners on base now. So nice play there by Bryant. First pitch here to Carson Phillips is a strike, 0-1. But the Lions put a run on the board there with a base hit there by Thompson. Here's the pitch, outside, 1-1. So Carson Phillips at the plate. The catcher batting .283 on the season. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Top of the order, Matthew Martinez on deck for the Lions. Boy, that was such a great play there by Bryant. Seeing Thompson. Thompson decided to try to go to second base on that throw by Marcantel to home. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball on the right side and foul. So Thompson hit that ball to center field, got by Mandela in the infield. Mandela couldn't reach for it, went into center field. Marcantel, who's got a strong arm. We've seen Marcantel throw a guy out before in the Concordia Lutheran Crusader game at home plate. He made that play a lot closer for Zodlak coming in, but Bryant was heads-up play, watching Thompson go from first to second, threw down to second base and got him. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball on the left side and foul. So 1-2 still. 1 out. Lions put 1 run on the board here in the bottom of the third inning. Daly's pitched a good game here so far today. Trying to see if he can get Phillips here on this 1-2 right-hander's pitch. Foul off to the left side and out of play. We'll do it again. Phillips staying alive here at the moment, the catcher for this ball club. Standing on deck is Matthew Martinez. Matthew Martinez 0 for 1 in the game here so far today. So Phillips, the right-handed batter, looking into Daly. Here comes Daly, the right-hander pitcher's pitch. Fouls it off. Staying alive. 1-2 still. So Carson Phillips has got 21 RBIs on the season, 7 walks, 15 strikeouts. He's got a .394 on-base percentage. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Daly. Fouls it off again. Boy, Phillips is working him, making Daly work hard here at the moment. So Daly gets a new ball from Bryant. Bryant wearing the hockey gear mask here this afternoon. Giving the sign to Daly. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Daly. Down low in the dirt. 2-2. Phillips making him work hard here. It's a hot day here today in Katy, Texas. 90-degree day. The wind is blowing, which is helping a little bit. Trying to keep things a little bit cooler. Everybody's in the sun. Great crowd here today in this 90-degree weather. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside 3-2. So Phillips has worked this to a 3-2 count. 1 out, no runners on. On deck hitter Matthew Martinez on deck. Daly looking in. Here comes the 3-2 pitch by Daly. Bouncing ball to Daly, goes over his head. Fuentes, the shortstop, picks it up with one hand, can't get it, and it's going to be a base hit. It was a chopper that he hit off right there at home plate. Went over Daly. Daly tried to get it with his hand, with his right hand, went over him. Fuentes from shortstop came in, tried to barehand it, couldn't barehand it, and that puts Phillips on at first base. We're going to have a pinch runner over there at first base for Phillips. So runner on, that brings up Matthew Martinez to the plate. Batting .351 on the season, batting right-handed. They put speed over there now at first base for the Lions. Looks like Carson Phillips is over there running in place of... Nope, that was Carson Phillips that got the base hit. First pitch is down low. Oh, they call, 1-0. Everybody thought that was a strike. So runner on first base. Martinez, right-handed batter. It's top of the order for the Lions. Here's the next pitch. In the dirt, Bryant able to keep it in front of him, 2-0. So Daly having a little bit of a rough time here in the bottom of the third inning. Running over there at first base for Carson Phillips is Blake Stafford. He's got 2 stolen bases on the season, 2 for 2. Here comes Daly's 2-0 pitch. Oh, you can hear the crowd. They thought that was strike. Instead, it's ball 3. Greg Stoops, the home plate umpire, did not give that a strike to Daly. So 3 balls, no strikes. Here comes a pitch by Daly to Martinez. In there for a strike. Stoops, the home plate umpire, takes a little bit of time there to make the call. Year number 4 for him, umpiring here today. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first base. Blake Stafford running in Phillips. Here comes a 3-1 pitch by Daly. Down low, walks him. So you now got runners at first and second base for Brody Ware coming to the plate. The shortstop, senior on this ball club. Bryant's going to come out and have a conversation with Daly. Just calm Daly down a little bit. Daly's struggling here a little bit in this inning. Thrown quite a few pitches already with only 1 out. Brody Ware, the shortstop. 4-year player on this ball club. Going to Texas Tech next year. Brody Ware's got speed. Batting .366 on the season. He's got a great eye at the plate. 14 walks with 6 strikeouts. So Daly working on the stretch. 2 runners on. Runner at second base is Stafford running for Phillips. Over at first base is Martinez. Brody Ware, the right-handed batter, waiting for Daly's pitch. The curveball is in there for strike 1. 0-1. So Bryant went out there to have a little quick conversation with Daly. Tell him, just relax, we're good, no problem. Daly's been pivotal for the Eagles on the season. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss by Ware. Wow, Ware got fooled on that pitch. Ware, who does not strike out very often, only 6 strikeouts in 93 at-bats on the season. He did not look good on that pitch, got fooled badly. So he's down 0-2 on the count here today by Daly. Eagles lean 5-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Lions have put a run on the board here in the bottom of the third. Here's the next pitch. Bouncing ball to Tripp. Tripp at third base. He's going to throw to Ware, get Ware at first base, throws to Beck, and gets the 1 out. Good play there by Tripp. Tripp took the easy out and got Ware at first base. the speedster. But now you got runners at third and second. Stafford over there at third. Over there at second is Martinez. Now batting for the Eagles, Grant Larson. So Larson at the plate. Batting right-handed. Here comes a pitch by Daly. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So Larson batting .233 on the season. He was a starting pitcher of this game. Could not get an out. Gave up 3 runs in the top of the first inning to the Eagles. Opportunity to help himself out with 2 runners on. Calling for time. Does not get time. Here's a pitch by Daly. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Myers wanted time. Home plate umpire Greg Toops did not give it to him. So he's behind in the count. He does have a strikeout on the day. This is the 1 strikeout Daly's got as well. Daly's thrown 5 straight strikes in a row here after Brian came out and had a conversation. Here comes the 0-2 pitch by Daly. Down in the dirt, Brian able to keep it in front of him. 1-2. Trying to throw a curveball and it bounced 58 feet. From home plate to the rubber is 60 feet 6 inches. Just like in bowling, if you didn't know that. From the foul line of a bowling alley to the first pin on a bowling ball lanes, it's the same distance. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to Daly. Daly's got it. He's going to flip it over to Beck at first. Walks it over. Got him. And that's the end of the inning. Great job there by Daly. 2 runners left on base, but they do put 1 run on the board. The Eagles leading 5-1 going into the top of the 4th inning. Stay with us. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Brent and Jen Stogner are serious trial attorneys that specialize in personal injury. They've recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. If you or someone you love has been involved in a catastrophic accident due to the negligence of someone else, call Brent and Jen Stogner for a free consultation and find out what your case might be worth. Brent and Jen Stogner supporting local high school athletics. Top of the 4th inning, Eagles leading 5-1 here. Coming to bat will be Kevin Kirk coming to the plate. Batting left-handed. Still on the mound for the Lions is Cooper Babineau, who's come in relief of Grant Larson, who struggled to start off this game. Babineau's so far pitched 3 innings, given up a hit, 2 runs. He does have 2 walks in this game. Kevin Kirk last time up flew out, but he had a 9-pitch at bat against Babineau. So here comes the first pitch by Babineau. Down low, 1-0. Babineau ready to go. Kirk ready to go. Here comes the right-hander's pitch by Babineau to Kirk. Hits a ball to the right side. It's going to fall in. It lands. It's going to go to the wall. He's rounding first. He's on his way to second. He's going to come into second with a stand-up double. Nice hit there by Kirk. Kirk in at second base. That's Kirk's 3rd double on the season. Nice hit there by Kirk. So the Eagles with a runner in scoring position to start off the top of the 4th inning, leading 5-1. Here comes Hudson Sage to the plate. Hudson Sage batting right-handed, looking at Coach Adamaziati, who's coaching at third base, looking at the signs. Runner in scoring position, Braxton Mandela on deck. Babineau pitch. Down low, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Kirk at second base. Babineau looking into his catcher Phillips for the pitch. Here comes the pitch, the one right-hander's pitch inside, 2-0. Babineau's thrown quite a few pitches so far, coming in relief of Larson. This is inning number 4 for him. 2-0 pitch coming to Sage. Here it is. High, 3-0. So Babineau is struggling here at the moment. Pitches have been high. Might be getting tired. Would not be surprised if there is a player warming up for the Lions in the pen. Down 5-1. Winner of this game goes to the playoffs. Here's a 3-0 pitch. High, ball 4. Great eye there by Sage. Sage gets a walk. That is Sage's first walk on the season in game number 4. So here comes Braxton Mandela to the plate. Carson Phillips going to go have a quick conversation with Babineau out there. Cooper Babineau taking a moment, just walking off the mound, taking a breather here as well. Cooper Babineau on his way to Baylor University. He's a senior on this ball club. So he's trying to just compose himself now that he's got runners on first and second. No outs. Kirk is at second. Sage at first. Mandela at the plate, batting left-handed. Here's the pitch to Mandela. In there for strike 1. 0-1. Mandela with a walk and a ground out. Mandela seeing if he could help bring in Kirk from second base. 0-1 pitch by Babineau. He's going to show bunt. Puts a bunt down. Nice bunt. Myers gets it at third base. He's going to throw to first. Throws it offline. Mandela makes it. Kirk comes around third. He's going to score. Sage goes to third. Sage is going to stop at third. And another run comes across. Great bunt there by Mandela. And Mandela is at first base. Sage is at third. The Eagles now leading 6-1. That was a fantastic bunt by Mandela down the line there on the left side. Myers picked it up, threw to first. Ball got away from Thompson, the first baseman. And that brought Kirk in to score from second base. Sage goes to third. You got runners on first and third with no outs, with Chris Fuentes at the plate, 1 for 1 in the game. Mandela takes off. He goes down to second. Mandela's down. Outstanding. They are just keep on running here today, getting themselves in scoring position. This is the best I have seen the Eagles all season long, putting players in motion. But they've been able to get on base, which definitely helps. Here comes a 1-0 pitch by Babineau to Fuentes. Outside, 2-0. Fuentes already with a walk in this game as well. So 2 balls, no strikes to Fuentes. Fuentes batting right-handed. Sage at third. Mandela at second. Here's a 2-0 pitch. High, 3-0. Myers, the third baseman, playing on the grass, looking for a bunt. Fuentes trying to get himself on base. Trip Marion on deck. Here comes the 3-0 pitch by Babineau. He's going to show bunt, Fuentes does, and he's going to take a strike. 3-1. Myers is on the grass at third. Thompson, the first baseman, standing almost on the grass. 3-1 pitch by Babineau to Fuentes. Hits a bouncing ball. Gets between the third baseman and the shortstop. Sage is going to score. Mandela's coming around third. He's going to try to score. He slides in. He scores. 2 more runs come in for the Eagles. And now lead 8-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Outstanding. Fuentes hit that ball right between Ware and Myers, where nobody was, and Mandela able to score from second base and now lead 8-1. Still no outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And Trip Marion coming to the plate, the left-hander. 1 for 2 in the game with a base hit with 2 RBIs already. I bet Fuentes is going to take off and go to third. Watch this. There he goes, Fuentes. Marion takes a strike, and Fuentes in at second base. Outstanding. They just keep moving runners into scoring position. Mazziotti is doing here in this game today. Great to see. Trip down 0-1. Here's the pitch by Babineau. Swing and a miss by Tripp. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Fuentes at second base. On deck, Travis Rutsch, the left fielder. Babineau still working on the stretch. Looking into Phillips for the pitch. He's set. Doesn't even look back to second. There goes Fuentes to third. And Tripp fouls it off to the left side. Boy, you didn't even look at Fuentes. Fuentes is definitely going to take off and go. Fuentes has got speed over there at second base. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Eagles lean 8-1. Put 3 runs on the board here in the top of the 4th inning. Tripp, the left-hander, waiting for the right-hander's pitch. Hits a bouncing ball straight up the middle. Fuentes is going to come around third. He's going to stop at third. And a base hit by Tripp up the middle. Ware just could not get that ball. And they got runners on the corners, first and third, with Travis Rutsch coming to the plate with no outs. Tripp hit that ball straight up the middle. Ware couldn't get it. Ball wasn't hit hard enough for Fuentes to score coming from second base to third. Good job there by Mazziotti stopping him. Even leading 8-1, these teams can score runs. Either of these teams can score runs if they get the opportunity. So runs are at a premium here today. There goes Tripp. Tripp is going down to second. They throw to Martinez at second base. And we got Tripp now down at second base on a stolen base. So now I got runners at second and third. No outs. Travis Rutsch at the plate. 1-0 count. Travis Rutsch today 2 for 2. 2 singles in the game. Here comes the pitch. Down low in the dirt. 2-0. Infield playing on the grass, where the shortstop is way in on the grass, almost 10 feet on the grass. Second baseman Martinez barely on the grass. Thompson, the first baseman, on the grass, and Myers, the third baseman, on the grass. But Ware is way in on the grass at shortstop. Here's a 2-0 pitch. High, 3-0. Babineau is having a rough inning here in the 4th inning. Has not recorded an out. And the Eagles have scored 3 runs here in the top of the 4th inning, taking the lead 8-1. Travis Rutsch ahead of the count, 3-0. Here's the pitch. In there for strike. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Fuentes at third. Marion at second. On deck, Jay Marcantel. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Hits another ball to the opposite field. Villarreal comes in for it. He's got it. He's going to throw it in. Fuentes tags up, but he stops and does not go anywhere. So that's the first out of the inning. Nice catch there by Villarreal in the outfield. Villarreal's got an arm out there, and they did not want to test it. Villarreal, a left-handed player playing right field. So here comes Jay Marcantel to the plate. 0 for 1, ground out and a walk in this game. Still got runners in scoring position at third and second. 1 out, nobody at first base for the Eagles. Here comes a pitch by Babineau. Marcantel hits it where the shortstop's got it. He looks to home. He throws to first to Thompson. Gets him. So 1 more runner scores. Marion goes to third. And now the lead is 9-1. Nice play there by Ware. Ware looked to home first to see if he could get Fuentes, but knew he could not. Just took the easy out to first base to get the second out. Here's Henry back to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a strike. So the Eagles lean 9-1 here. Put 4 runs on the board here in the top of the 4th inning. Tripp Marion over there at third base, 90 feet away. Beck trying to see if he can bring him in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. On deck, William Bryant still has his shin guards on. So Beck at the plate. Here's the pitch. High, 1-2. Beck with a sacrifice. 2 sacrifices in this game here so far with an RBI. Here comes the 1-2 pitch by Babineau. Hits it down the left field line. Foul. Nice hit there by Beck. Ball just went foul down the left field line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third base is Tripp Marion, the freshman. Beck trying to see if he can bring him in from third. Babineau's set. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Babineau. High, 2-2. Babineau has thrown a lot of pitches in this inning. He's given up 6 runs in relief of Larson, who started this game here today. Larson never recorded it out in the first inning, gave up 3 runs. Here comes a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Beck. Outside, 3-2. Beck has worked this to a full count for himself. So 2 outs. Bryant still standing on deck with his shin guards on. Beck, the right-handed batter, stepping into the box. Babineau looking to Phillips, the catcher. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. And that's the end of the inning. But the Eagles put a lot of runs on the board there in the top of the 4th inning. They put 4 runs on the board to take the lead 9-1. They leave a runner on third base. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Eagles leading 9-1. Anthony Villarreal coming to the plate here to start for the Lions in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hey, today's St. Thomas Eagle baseball game brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagle Athletic Booster Club. Eagle Fight never dies, proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. Hey, thanks for joining us here today on the Legacy Sports Network. Afternoon game time here, 5:17 here in Houston. Patrick Daly on the mound, Anthony Villarreal, the left-handed batter, ready to go. Here's the first pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1. Temperatures drop down to 89 degrees here in Katy, Texas. Wind is still blowing in from right field at 15 miles per hour. Next pitch is down low in the dirt. Bounces about 57 feet, so 1-1. Well, thanks for listening to us on the Legacy Sports Network. We hear that we have somebody from the great country of Switzerland that is listening to us right now. We greatly appreciate you tuning in to this afternoon baseball game here in Katy, Texas. Here's 1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to Mandela at second base. Picks it up. Throws over to first. He throws high. Beck jumps up. Does Beck get him? He does. Wow. Good play there by Beck. Beck has done a great job today over there at first base. Mandela had to wait for that ball to bounce to him. Threw to first base, threw a high throw to first. Beck jumped up in the air, come down, able to get him, and Scott Lowery, the umpire there at first base, calls him out. So that's the first out for Luke Myers coming to the plate. Luke Myers, the winning pitcher in last night's 13-1 game, throwing a no-hitter against this Eagle ball club, batting left-handed. He's 0-for-1 with a ground out in this game. Here's Daly's first pitch. High, ball 1, 1-0. So Daly, starting inning number 4 here today. He's given up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He's retired the last 3 batters in a row. Here comes Daly's 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Senior night here tonight at the fine ballpark here at Lions Field. Great to see senior nights. One of the coolest things I would say in high school sports is senior night. Watching the parents come out and take photos with their son. Here's the 2-0 pitch in there for strike. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, no runners on base. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. So Myers, the left-handed batter, ahead of the count. Daly, the right-handed pitcher, looking into Bryant for the pitch. He's set. Here's a 3-1 pitch. High, ball 4, walks him. So we go down the first base. That's going to bring up James Royale, the left fielder on this ball club. He's 0 for 1 here today. Flew out his first time up. So we got a runner on base here for Daly. The Lions were able to score a run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But the Eagles put 4 runs on here in the top of the 4th to take a 9-1 lead. Royale, right-handed batter. Daly, right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, Bryant, ball gets away from him, and the runner's going to go down to second base. Myers is, because he could not find where the ball went. So now they got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And the pitching coach is going to come out and have a quick conversation with Daly. Taking his time, coming out. Daly's pitched well. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. See if they're going to keep Daly in the game. They walked slowly all the way out there to the mound. They're leading 9-1. Winner of this game advances to the playoffs. This is a big game for both these ball clubs here this afternoon. St. John, 23rd team, 17-11-1 on the season. St. Thomas is 14-16. They have struggled since March 14th. They've gone 3-12 since. So we're done having the conversation with Daly. The entire infield came in, had a conversation as well. Daly's ready to go. It's a warm day here, so Daly could be struggling. One of the warmer days we have had here in high school baseball this season. So Daly is set. 1-0 pitch coming here to Royale, the right-handed batter. Here it is. Fouls it off. 1-1. On deck for the Lions is Dash Zodlak. Daly taking his time, puts his foot on the rubber, looking into Bryant for the pitch. He's got it. He's set. Looks back to second. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to trip at third. Nope. Fuentes is going to take it. Fuentes throws to first. He's not going to be able to get it. Nice stretch by Beck. Runner comes around third. He's going to score. And nice play there by Daly, backing up Bryant because the ball went over Bryant's head. But they bring a run around. And nice play there by Daly, being able to stop that ball so Royale cannot go to second base. But they put a run on the board, so it's now 9-2. That was a squibbler that Fuentes took instead of Marion. Tried to get him at first. Beck reached for it. Beck, ball got away from Beck. Beck's done such a great job here today in this game at first base. Ball kind of got away from him. Myers went around third. He decided to score. Beck threw to home, went over Bryant's head, but Daly was backing up like you're supposed to. Next hit, down the line by Marion. Dash gets another base hit in this game, and now you got runners at first and second base. So Dash Zodlak hit that ball right down the line. Nice hit there by Dash. So now you got runners at first and second base with Mitchell Thompson coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1 in the game with a base hit and an RBI, and that's going to be the end of the day for Daly. We're going to have a relief pitcher coming in. Daly's pitched well. The Lions, though, put 1 more run on the board. They've got 2 runners on base. We're going to find out who the relief pitcher is in a moment. Stay with us. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
You know, to mentor a child, you don't have to be the most talented person in the world. To prove that point, we're here with 3 real-life mentors who are going to sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle,
Thanks, guys. That was awful. As you can see, you don't have to be perfect to mentor a child. You just have to be yourself, which, by the way, is pretty good.
Excuse me, we don't think we nailed it that time. Can we try it again?
Not a chance. Do good. Mentor a child. Call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR. 1-877-BE-A-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Nine to 2, bottom of the fourth inning, 1 out. New pitcher in the game for the Eagles, Jackson Lozano. That was the final inning today for Patrick Daly, the senior. Comes off with a round of applause. Pitched a great game here this afternoon, but he's left a runner on base here at 2 runners on base for Jackson Lozano, who's coming to the game. This is game number 4, 6 1/3 innings pitched. He's 0 for 1 on the season with a 2.21 ERA. So he's coming into a tough situation. Came up from the JV ball club here a few weeks ago. Now runners at first and second base. First pitch inside, gets away from Bryant, and runners are all going to go down. And now you got runners at second and third base on that pass ball. So now you got Royal at third base, Zolak at second. At the plate is Mitchell Thompson, the left-handed batter. Ahead of the count, 1-0 on Lozano. Here's the pitch. Hits it down the right field line. It's foul. Wow, that ball almost hit the line. We're sitting right here along the first base line. That ball almost went fair. Just missed the line by millimeters. And now we go back to the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Lozano in pitching. Mitchell Thompson at the plate. 1 for 1 in the game with a base hit. Next pitch, fouls it off. 1-2. Mitchell Thompson got a base hit early in the game, was able to bring a runner in, tried to go to second base. When a runner scored, got thrown out by Bryant at second base. So Mitchell Thompson looking into Lozano in relief, the right-handed pitcher for the Eagles. Steps off the mound. Calls for a new baseball. So we're going to give him a new ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on third base is Royale for the Lions. Zolak is at second base. Zolak has speed. Zolak is a point guard in basketball, going to Central Baptist College next year on a basketball scholarship. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. So Lozano trying to see if he can help Daly get out of this jam, leading 9-2 here at the moment. Lions have put 1 run on the board here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. Bryant looking to see if he's got a chance for it. Ball goes out of play behind us. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Carson Phillips, the catcher. Great crowd here today on an 89-degree day here in Katy, Texas, but crowd is here because it's senior day for the Lions, and the winner of this game for either team goes to the playoffs. Here comes a 2-2 pitch by Lozano. High, 3-2. So Thompson's worked this count into his favor. First base is open. Lozano does not want to really put him on base if he can. Thompson's got 18 RBIs on the season. Here comes a 3-2 pitch by Lozano. Got him! Got him looking. Thompson was upset with himself as well. Knew he should have swung at that ball. So he goes into the dugout, takes off his batting helmet, upset with himself. But that's 2 outs. That brings up Carson Phillips to the plate, the catcher. He's 1 for 1. His last time up, he had an 11-pitch at bat against Patrick Daly. So still runners on second and third. 2 outs. Here's the right-hander's pitch by Lozano to the Phillips. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Phillips, a right-handed batter on this ball club. With runners in scoring position, he's been batting .458. So good opportunity for him to bring in 2 runs with a base hit if possible. The Eagles lead 9-2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hits it straight up in the air. Mandela calls for it at second base. Fuentes is going to take it at shortstop himself. And Lozano gets himself out of the inning. And the Lions leave 2 runners on. They do score 1 run. And the Eagles lead 9-2 as we go into the top of the 5th inning. Stay with us right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Welcome back here to Katy, Texas, where we have a new pitcher in the game here for the Lions. New pitcher is going to be Matthew Martinez is going to be pitching now for the Lions. Matthew Martinez on the season, game number 8 for him. He's pitched 8 1/3 innings. He has an ERA of 8.4. So we have a little changes here in the field. So Martinez, who is playing second base, he's now going to pitch in this game. Going to second base to replace him is going to be Blake Stafford for the Lions. So let's see if we can make some changes here. The sunlight is burning us up here this afternoon. The iPad that we're working on is struggling here a little bit at the moment. But we'll make everything work out here this afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. So coming up to bat for the Eagles will be William Bryant. Eagles lead 9-2 here to start the top of the 5th inning. So the winner of this game is going to the playoffs. And right now the Eagles, who have definitely been putting runners on base here in this game, which has been fantastic to see that Mazziotti has been doing here this afternoon. This team does run, but boy, they've been struggling to get on base on the season. On the season, they came in today with 52 stolen bases on the season and have been running any chance they can when they get a runner on base, and they're taking off pretty much on the first pitch that is thrown to them. So William Bryant coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the game. He flew out and grounded out in this ball game here so far. Batting right-handed. And Martinez, the new pitcher, is a right-handed pitcher as well. So the infield playing regular depth. Eagles lead 9-2. Here comes the first pitch by Martinez and hits him. So first batter he faces, he hits William Bryant, and that's going to bring up Kevin Kirk to the plate. Kevin Kirk already with a double in this game. They're going to take out Bryant. They're going to bring in Tyler Veleon to run in his place. Tyler Veleon, he can run 7 stolen bases on the season, 7 for 7. He's probably going to take off on this first pitch to Kirk. Kirk with a flyout and a double in this game. Kirk batting left-handed, looking down to third base coach Adam Mazziotti. Veleon with a great lead there. Nope, Veleon does not take off running. The first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Surprised that Veleon did not take off on that first pitch. So 0-1. Veleon's got a great lead over there at first. There he goes. Next pitch by Kirk, hit off to the left side, and it's going to go foul. So 0-2. Fans giving umpire Greg Toops a rough time here today because they thought a few pitches should have been a strike. They thought that was fair, even though that ball was about 20 feet foul. So giving him a little bit of a hard time. You might hear that here on the crowd mic. 0-2 pitch coming by Martinez to Kirk. There goes Veleon. Outside, Phillips throws down to second base, and Veleon gets into second base, into scoring position. So Veleon down there at second base. Martinez looking to Phillips for the pitch. What he wants to throw, calls Phillips to come out and have a conversation with him. Doesn't know what to throw here on this next 1-2 pitch. On deck, Hudson Sage. So Hudson Sage on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on second base. Kirk can get a base hit. Veleon can score from second. Eagles lead 9-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Good eye there by Kirk. Kirk has already had a 9-pitch at bat in this ball game here this afternoon. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Veleon running in place of Bryant, who got hit by a first pitch by Martinez. Martinez is set. Doesn't even look to second base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball up the middle. Where the shortstop's got it. He's going to flip to first. Got him at first base. And Veleon goes to third. So we got a runner now 90 feet away for the Eagles with Hudson Sage coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in this game with a walk. On deck is the top of the order, Braxton Mandela. So Martinez coming in relief for the Lions. Coming in relief of Babineau. Here's the first pitch. Fouls it off. Infield is playing in. Myers, the third baseman, on the grass. Where the shortstop is about 8 feet in on the grass at shortstop. The second baseman now in the game for the Lions, Blake Stafford on the grass at second base. And Thompson is standing barely on the grass. Next pitch, ball 1. 1-1. So trying to see if he can get on base or bring in the run Veleon from third base. Martinez looking into Phillips. Here's the set, here's the pitch, high. Good jump there by Phillips to be able to jump up in the air and get that ball so it doesn't go to the backstop for Veleon to score from third. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hudson Sage at the plate. Game number 4 for him on the season. Infield's way in. Here's the next pitch. Hits it down left field line. It's going to go foul. Nice hit there by Sage. Down the left field side, but just went foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wind is blowing in strong now from right field at 20 miles per hour. Here comes a 2-2 pitch by Martinez. Curveball hits him. So that's the second batter he's hit in this game. The curveball got away from him. That brings up Braxton Mandela to the plate, the top of the order. Home plate umpire looking for some new baseballs. So 2 runners on base here now for the Eagles. Today's game brought to you by the Texan GMC Buick Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We hear you. So 1 out, runners on first and third. Mandela at the plate. Veleon at third. Sage at first. Martinez, the right-hander's pitch. Mandela shows bunt. Sage takes off going down to second, and he gets into second base easily. So Mazziotti keeping runners in motion here in this game here today. Now runners at second and third. Eagles lead 9-2. 3 runs in the top of the first, 2 in the top of the third, 4 in the top of the fourth to give them 9. Lions put 1 on the bottom of the third, 1 in the bottom of the fourth to make it 9-2. Eagles leading. Top of the fifth, 1 out, 2 runners on, 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. So 1-1. Mandela here today. 1 for 2 in the game. He's got a walk, a ground out, and a base hit. He does have an RBI in this game. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Martinez set. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, gets away from Phillips. Here comes Valeon. He's going to score. And Sage goes to third. So the ball gets away from Phillips. Now you got a runner at third base. The Eagles now put 1 more run on the board. It's 10-2. Mandela with a 2-1 count with 1 out. Infield still playing on the grass for the Lions. What a difference from last night's game where it was 13-1. Now it's 10-2. Here's a pitch inside, 3-1. Last night the Lions won 13-1 over this Eagle ball club, and tonight the Eagles, who put 10 runs on the board, have not seen the Eagles put double-digit runs on the scoreboard in quite a while. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Mandela hits it off to the left side. Royal looking in the sun. He's got it. Sage is going to tag up. He's going to stop. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. So Mandela not able to move the runner from third base in. That brings up Chris Fuentes to the plate with 2 outs. Fuentes today 2 for 2. 2 hits and a walk. Fuentes is pretty dirty here at the moment. He slid into home plate early in the game. Ball got away from Phillips. Great throw from the outfield. Had an opportunity to throw him out, but ball came out of the glove of Phillips. Here's the pitch by Martinez, way high, and Phillips has to jump high in the air to get it, so 1-0. Sage over there at third base. Fuentes at the plate. Martinez looking in. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Bouncing ball to Myers at third. Myers struggles with it. Bounces away from him. And Fuentes is going to make it to first. And Sage is going to score. Boy, Myers struggled with that ball at third base. Tried to get it. Was watching Fuentes, who has speed running down the line. And Fuentes is in. And Sage scores. And now it's 11-2 Eagles leading here in the top of the 5th inning with Trip Marion coming to the plate. Trip Marion, the left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1. So Trip. 2 for 2. 2 for 3 in this game. 2 RBIs. Got 2 RBIs in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Trip. Bouncing ball down the left side. Gets by Myers. Fuentes going from second. He's going to stop at second. And Trip with another base hit in this game. Just gets by Myers down the left field line by the third baseman. And now you got runners at first and second with Travis Rutsch coming to the plate. That was a squibber by Marion that got by Myers there at third base. Mazziotti was calling for Fuentes to come around second to third, but then Royale got the ball in quickly from left field, so he stopped Fuentes at second. So they got Fuentes at second, Trip at first, Travis Rutsch at the plate, who's 2 for 3 in the game with 2 base hits. Here's the first pitch. Tries to put a bunt down and fouls it off. 0-1. So the Eagles put 2 more runs on the board. They put runs on the board every inning but the second inning to lead now 11-2 here in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Fuentes at second, Marion at first. Fuentes with speed over there at second. Travis Rutch, been one of the better hitters on this ball club in the last month. He's looking into Martinez, the pitcher, the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Fuentes takes off running, and he hits him in the head. So that's the third batter he has hit in this game. Martinez coming in here in relief is struggling. Checking on Fuentes to make sure he's okay. Fuentes was able to turn his head, took it on the back of his batting helmet. It was a curveball that got away. It seems like all the curveballs that have gotten away from Martinez have hit batters. So it's the third batter he's hit in this inning. He hit Bryant to start off, hit Hudson Sage after that, and now has hit Fuentes. Here's Jay Marcantel at the plate with the bases loaded. First pitch down low in the dirt. Here comes Fuentes. He's going to try to score. He does. Ball got away from Phillips, and Fuentes scores. And all the runners move up as well. So now you got Tripp over there at third base. Marion at second base, or third base. And Travis Rutch over there at second base. And the Eagles now have the lead 12-2. Next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. So the Eagles have put 3 runs on the board here in the top of the 5th inning. This is the most runs I have seen the Eagles score in weeks. Here comes the 1-1 pitch by Martinez. In the dirt, Phillips able to stop it. 2-1. On deck, Jay Marcantel. Nope, this is Jay Marcantel. On deck, Henry Beck. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Marcantel. The right-handed batter looking into right-hander Martinez. Pitch outside, 3-1. Marcantel with a good eye at the plate, already with a walk in this game. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on third and second. Martinez looking into Phillips for the pitch. Here's the stretch, here's the pitch. Walk on the outside. Ball 4. So now got bases loaded for the Eagles with Henry Beck coming to the plate. Martinez is definitely struggling here in this inning. So bases loaded for Henry Beck. Martinez, first pitch. Right up the middle, by Ware. Here comes Tripp, he's gonna score. Here comes Rush, he's coming around third. Here's a great throw, it's getting in. He's safe, he gets under the tag. Wow, that was a great throw there by Zodlak, but he gets underneath the tag and scores. Wow. Nice play there by Rutch, who got underneath the tag. And now they take the lead 14-2 here in the top of the 5th inning with 5 runs scored. Adam Maziotti coming out to have a conversation. They're going to look like they're going to have a pinch hitter here at the moment. They're going to take out William Bryant and bring in A.R. Lopez is going to come in and bat. So they're going to take out Tripp. They're going to take out William Bryant. A smart move on this warm day here in Katy, Texas. Maziotti having a quick conversation with A.R. Lopez. This is only going to be game number 4 for him on the season. Right-handed batter. Good job by Maziotti taking Bryant out on this warm day here today. Sun is shining bright. Still here at 5:49. So Martinez is struggling in this inning. There goes the runner. Already going to third. He's in at third easily. Jay Marcantel. Boy, Marcantel was at third before the ball even got to home plate. But the first pitch is to Lopez, a strike. So 0-1 to Lopez. Runner on first base is Beck. Marcantel at third. Here's the next pitch. In there, first strike. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Eagles put 5 runs on the board here, 14-2. Top of the 5th inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Lopez. Bouncing ball by the pitcher. Second baseman Stafford picks it up, throws the first. Boy, that ball was poorly thrown over to first base, but the first baseman Thompson able to pick it up and gets out of the inning, and that's the end of the inning. But boy, the Eagles put 5 more runs on the board here in the top of the 5th, and they now lead 14-2. Lions coming up to bat. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gaddy's. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
$14 runs for the Eagles, 2 for the Lions. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. Lozano still pitching in the game here for the Eagles. This is going to be the bottom of the 5th inning. The Lions need to score some runs. If not, this game is going to be over here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The run rules in Texas high school baseball: 8 runs after 5 innings. Right now they're down by 12. So 14-2. Jackson Lozano on the mound. First batter of the inning is the pitcher Matthew Martinez. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Martinez 0 for 1 on the game with a walk and a ground out. Batting right-handed, Lozano a right-handed pitcher. He's ready to go. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouls it off. 0-2. On deck, Brody Ware. So what a game here today for the Eagles, coming out with their backs to the wall, putting 14 runs on the board here. Next pitch in there for strike 3. Wow, got him looking on that curveball. And that is strikeout number 2 for Jackson Lozano, who's retired the last 3 batters in a row. So here comes Brody Ware to the plate, the senior going to Texas Tech after this season, the shortstop, who is 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch, pops it up. Henry Beck's called for it. Henry Beck's got a chance for it. Henry Beck at the dugout. He's got it. And that's the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Blake Stafford to the plate. Nope, this is going to bring up instead Mark Carnado is going to be batting. He's going to be hitting and pinch hitting. So Mark Carnado coming to the plate, going to the University of Texas, Austin. A senior on this ball club, batting 176. The last hope for the Lions here this afternoon. Eagles leading 14-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, first pitch, high, ball 1. 1-0. Lozano's ready to pitch. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. Swing and a miss by Carnado. 1-1. But what a game here today for the Eagles. They've scored every inning but the top of the 2nd inning. Here comes a 1-1 pitch by Lozano. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Cowbells are out here at the moment. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 pitch away from winning this game and going to the playoffs for the Eagles. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Lozano. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. Lozano is coming to relief. He's retired the last 4 batters in a row in this game. Has not given up a hit. 2 strikeouts. Lozano's set. Looking into the catcher. Here comes a 1-2 pitch by Lozano. Swing and a miss, got him! And that's the ball game. And the Eagles win 14-2 and go to the playoffs. What a great game here today for the Eagles. Stay with us. The post-game show coming up next here on the Legacy Sports Network with the St. Thomas Eagles winning today 14 to the St. John Lions 2. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
Well, welcome back here to the Legacy Sports Network, where the final score here today was the St. Thomas Eagles 14 to the St. John Lions 2. The reason this game went the way it is, they scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning, but Adam Mazziotti put these runners in motion all day long, stealing bases left and right. Scored 3 runs in the top of the first, 2 more in the top of the third, 4 in the top of the fourth, 5 more in the top of the fifth, and they win this game 14-2. One of the best games I have seen this Eagle Ball Club play in the last 7 weeks. What a great game here this afternoon. Chris Fuentes today went 3 for 3 in this ball game with 3 RBIs. Trip Marion went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Travis Rush 2 for 3. They went 11 for 24 in this ball game with 14 runs scored and only struck out 1 time. The reason this ball club can win is if they don't strike out. So the Eagles will be playing in the playoffs. You can find all that information out on the lsnsports.com website to find out when the next playoff game will be. We don't know when that is at the moment, but it will be happening. St. Thomas Eagles winning here today in Katy, Texas over the St. John Lions 2013, 14-2. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Enjoy your evening tonight, and we look forward to hearing you on the next network broadcast of St. Thomas Eagle Baseball. You've been listening to my name, Jeff Kemps. We'll see you next time here on the Legacy Sports Network.
You've been listening to Greater Houston Area High School Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network. Copyright 2026.